So, what does work, right? Well, there's 3 approaches that I've been using that have worked consistently. So, the first method that you can use, I like to call the volume approach. Now, this involves using an AI editor like InVideo AI or Simplified AI, which are both ones that I recommend. Using these softwares, you can literally input either a full script if you have one already, or you can just add a few key points about the video that you want it to create in its entirety, and it'll spit out a complete video for you with visuals, B-roll, and great sounding AI voiceover in literal minutes. Now, I won't get too much into how to use InVideo AI or Simplified AI because I've done complete tutorials on both of them recently. So if you want to check them out, I'll link both of those at the bottom of the description if you want to learn more. Now, obviously, the drawback of this approach is that often your videos won't be as high quality as videos that would be made by someone if you hired it or if you spend a lot of time on it yourself. But the benefit of this approach is that you can create so many videos very fast and very cheap, which can help you get started making some money quickly, prove the concept, and inspire you to invest more time or effort or money into it. Plus, it lets you test a lot of different topics and formats in a very short time frame, which can give you valuable feedback on what works and what doesn't before you invest any real-time editing videos yourself or paying an expensive editor to do it for you without that proof of concept. And that leads me to the second approach, which is the approach I've been testing a lot more lately that I actually do more of. It takes a little bit of money to create videos like this, full disclosure, but the videos that are created are much higher quality, and typically videos can take off exponentially, especially on platforms like TikTok. Now, as Mr. Beast said, it's easier to create one video that gets 10 million views than a bunch of videos that get 100,000. And that's because quality matters and views are exponential everywhere, but especially TikTok. So for this, I'll typically use ChatGPT to come up with a good script that's roughly 1.5 minutes. I've found that that's a good sweet spot where you can still keep the videos somewhat short and cheap to create, but are also obviously over that 60-second mark comfortably so that you can monetize them. Then I'll head over to Fiverr and hire someone to record a few of these voiceovers at a time, since they typically charge based on how long the end result is. So for instance, if someone charges $5 for 500 character scripts, and one of my scripts is only 200 characters, well, obviously I'm gonna try to set something up with them where they can do 2 for that price, or maybe even 3. Then I'll also hire someone off Fiverr to edit either motion graphics, which can tend to cost more, or even whiteboard animation videos, because these have been my go-to lately. In my opinion, they're enticing enough to be entertaining with the right script and topic, of course. And they're also short enough where they're not that expensive to produce. And I don't know about you, but I've never really seen a lot of these types of videos on TikTok, but I see them all over YouTube. So at the very least, I think my page is different, which leads me to my third and final way. And that's to simply just clip videos from my YouTube automation channels into shorter form content that's obviously longer than 60 seconds and posting those videos to my monetized TikTok pages. I do this with a software called Simplified AI, which makes it so easy and so fast. And I did a complete tutorial demonstrating exactly how you can do that with Simplified as well. So if you want to check that out too, also linked at the bottom of the description. Now, this obviously assumes that you've already produced your own content for YouTube. I would not recommend trying this approach on someone else's content, or you're setting yourself up for failure on that page.